Hello YouTube, welcome back to another freaking podcast. And the podcast, Mag Podcast, but also known as Minimalistically Acceptable Gamers Podcast. It's me, obviously, FD. We have Arcchan, and then we have Meteor Renter. It's not how you pronounce Ark's name, but freaking, I don't know, man. It's just, I suck at pronouncing it.
Yeah.
So,
it's Archaon.
yeah, I know, but I suck at pronouncing it, so I just say Arcchan. It's my thing, no one steal it.
Yeah, I remember last week, like after we did the podcast, I was like attempting to pronounce his name, and then it took me like a good 10 minutes to get it right.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking 10 minutes to pronounce that correctly, thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so our topic today, if you haven't read the title, is anime. Well, just the broad subject. Any anime, essentially. So, I don't know. Let's just start everyone's opinion. I think it's good. How about you?
That's quite the vague opinion.
Yeah, like, no.
Yeah. Give us a topic.
Just anime in general. Do you guys like anime? I know you guys do. I don't know much about how much you like it. I don't know. I fucking love anime.
How about let's go in more in depth on this? Yeah. So let's try lessening the broadness of the subject a bit by focusing. So what are the things you like about it?
Me? Okay. Just anime. I don't know. Fucking no. I love anime because it takes you into a different world. Essentially, that's what good shows do. Not just anime. Every good show, it just takes you in and pretends like you're there. You know. Like, I just recently started a old show, 90s, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I started watching it. It's really good.
It's quite the classic.
Yeah, exactly, so that's why I'm watching it. Because I haven't watched it.
I think, like, people watch anime just in general is because, I mean, over here in the West, like, animation isn't really that, like, far advanced as like a cultural thing, where in the like Asian countries it is.
That's true.
You know? I mean, and I guess that it kind of like fills a role to see more animated things. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's just the thing I say. But like, all right, so what are we some of our favorites? How about let's go with that, you know?
Some of our favorite animes?
Yeah.
I'll go last, I guess. Who wants to go first?
Alright. Let me see here. I have actually started pretty recently when it comes to watching it, and I haven't watched a whole lot. I've just watched some things that were pretty popular, and I started this year. It was this year, and the first one I watched was Spice and Wolf.
That's nice.
Yeah, another ones that were pretty fun to watch was one was Overlord. That was pretty fun to watch.
I've never
Food
heard
Wars.
Of that. Food Wars.
Food Wars was also pretty fun to watch. Yeah. So what are those other two you just said? Overlord and Spice and Wolf. Yeah, like what are those? I like Overlord's like kind of like one of the comedy ones.
It's a slice of life.
Oh, it's a slice of life? Overlord? Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe. I don't think it actually is put in the genre of.
Oh, it isn't? Never mind then. I've never watched it, but you said comedy, so it's like slice of life.
Yeah, no. Yeah, honestly, slice of life. No, it's a fantasy like comedy. To be honest.
Slice of life is a genre that no one knows the certain definition of.
Well, I always thought it was supposed to be like, you know, it's just people living life, you know?
Yeah, but like, it's not like really what it is.
Like, so what is it?
Here, I'm looking up the meaning as we speak. A realistic representation of an everyday experience in a movie, play, or book.
That's what I said. That's basically what I just said.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, the Urban Dictionary. All right.
Okay. the best and worst of life, conventionally sliced and packed in form of books, television, theater, or cinema for your viewing pleasure. Things that are slice of life are generally emotion-provoking, insightful, moving, but also realistic. That's what I like about slice of life. That it's moving and all that. You know?
That's not mutually exclusive with slice of life.
Yeah.
No, but
That's not a trait that's mutually exclusive with
I
it.
know, but
Yeah.
it's also comedy
Honestly,
and all that.
the thing I would find that I kind of find slice of life boring is because, like, okay, you guys know, like, kind of these coming of age movies, like, you know, like the Stand By Me,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you know, like, what is it called, Mean Creek?
Never heard of that.
Never saw that one.
All right, well, that whatever. But you know, those kinds of like coming of age movies, you know, like it's kind of like slice of life, but you know, it's about characters, you know, learning and growing up, you know, like having tragedies, you know, learning from experience. But like, I mean,
Character
it's
development.
yeah, there's a lot more character development I find in you know, kind of. Oh. Sorry, was my mic off?
No.
Are you?
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Yeah, sorry. So I mean, I just find that there's like a lot more character development in like these other you know, more American, you know, movies and shows. Cause like in Slice of Life, most of it is just like, oh, you know, it's a girl falling in love, or you know, just
That
I don't know,
falls
some-
more into the romantic genre. I
Yeah,
have
but
watched Slice of
that's
Lives.
kinda same
I have watched Slice of Lives that have romance in it, but they also have the romance
no,
genre
it's like
in it.
kind of. Yeah, but it's like the same thing, you know. It's romantic slice of life, you know. It's like, I mean, I just find
Yeah,
that
but
there's
every
no-
time it's romantic, they add
know.
the romance genre to it.
Okay.
Like
well,
a
it's
recent one
kinda
I
the same
finished was
genre.
Katoru-san. That's a good one.
All right, but it's practically the same genre, you know, speaking like, you know, because I mean, like, there's nothing happening that's really significant, you know. It's just like people living their lives, you know. Like, I'm living my life already, you know. Why do I have to watch other people? No,
Fair.
Because your life sucks.
I guess
Too
yeah,
real,
that's
too real.
Yes, too real. All right, you make a valid argument.
Nice.
But yeah,
I was just saying what you were all thinking.
what do you
Nice.
think?
That's true. Though. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
it's true. Okay.
No, for all of us. What?
Yeah, I guess. Minimistically accepted, I suppose.
I guess.
Are you accepted?
On
Probably
the,
not.
on the note, you're asking what genre Overlord was. It's a lot. It has like 7 different genres attached to it.
Oh,
So
it's one of those.
yeah.
Like when there are so many genres, it's like it kind of just becomes meaningless, you know?
Not necessarily. It could be really good and have a bunch of genres.
No. I'm not talking about like being bad. I'm just saying like, you know, like when it gets too many genres, like what's the point of having a genre, you know?
It's hard to define it.
Yeah, just say it's a show, you know, whatever.
No shit, it's a show. No.
Honest, if you wanted to see it, it's probably better to just look at it for yourself.
Yeah.
It kind of has it has the same, well, not the same starting premise. It has a similar starting premise to SAO,
Oh god.
but it's different in
But-
very
but the
in
manga-
very significant ways.
Oh no.
Meteor Enter, the manga I gave you is kind of like Sword Art Online. You get trapped in a game and you die.
No,
If you die
that
there, you
one-
die in real life. It's the same concept.
The difference here is yes the person gets trapped into a game, but for all he knows, he's the only one who's there.
So it's like single
And the game became alive, I guess you could say.
it's alive. I see.
So, yeah,
So wait, so is this like a single player game that's like NPCs?
it was an MMO. It was an
Oh, it was an
MMO. He got-
MMO game. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
What happened was how it started was he was there and he was waiting for because the servers were going to close down for the MMO, and he was just in it, and he was there when the servers closed down, and he was still in it when the servers closed.
Oh,
Oh, so
that's
he
actually
can
somewhat
never-
interesting.
Yeah.
So he's just stuck there for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and kind of what starts happening as the story goes on is he starts losing starts losing the ability to differentiate between himself and his in-game character.
Oh my, yo, that's messed up.
Yeah, and his
Oh
in-game
my.
character was a lich, so
A lich?
yeah,
It's
undead.
a lich. Oh, it's
It's
like
a type of
undead, yeah.
undead.
oh, that's like some psychological shit going on there.
Yeah, with psychological things going on.
Is he like ADHD?
Like he doesn't feel really that much remorse for anything he does. He has a hard time relating.
So he's like a sociopath.
Kind of. He is both a sociopath and not at the same time because he's
What does that
in
even mean?
confliction with himself.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Oh, I mean, is it a good show?
It's funny as well. It has like those serious elements like I was talking about, but it also has like nice comedy elements, like with the
Nice.
characters.
Oh, like when you make fun of the crazy guy. That's funny.
All the characters are like like he was a level 100 or something in the MMO with like legendary gears, so he's disgustingly overpowered.
Oh damn.
Wait, wasn't he by himself?
Hmm?
What,
Yeah.
Isn't he like? No.
He was by himself when the server closed, not before it closed.
Oh. So like, there was other people that went there when the server closed.
Before it closed, there was other people. Like he was in a clan or something, but they all like got offline before him, and he was the last one there.
I see.
So you're saying
Yeah.
since he didn't get offline, he stayed in?
Yes,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's wondering if anyone else got stuck there too.
Does he find anyone though? Spoilers.
No,
Okay.
like yeah,
Does he kill himself?
no.
No.
They're
okay.
making a third. They're making a third season, which is
Oh.
you know unique for Madhouse since they generally stop at 2 or 1 even.
They stop at 2. That sounds like cough cough freaking Gabe Newell.
Valve.
and
Valve.
Valve. That's the company. I
Valve.
forgot. I was blinking the name.
I mean, technically there was more than one Half-Life, but all those other Half-Lives, like Half-Life Opposing Force, and like what do you call it? What was the other one? Half-Life Lost Coast.
Yeah.
Those were other Half-Lives, but they technically like weren't the next. It's kind of like
It's a
You know how,
DLC.
like- no. It's kind of like it uses the same technology as like the other games. Like Half-Life Opposing Force just uses Half-Life 1 engine and maps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Half-Life Lost Coast just uses Half-Life 2 engine and maps. So like, yeah, it's other games technically, but it's just the same kind of thing. So like, there's not a whole lot. It's kind of like Half-Life 2, but another level.
Uh-huh.
It's built
I
on
have
the same
Lost
engine.
Coast. I never played it though.
You never, yeah.
I got it for
I
free
think-
from a friend. That's all. The reason I have it.
Yeah. I think Lost Coast's purpose was just to like show off the new Source engine. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So, I finished
You know-
SAO recently and I liked it. Now hate on me.
No, you don't. No, you don't like it.
The season 1 only. I haven't watched season 2.
Okay, yeah, you don't like it. You just think you like it.
No, I do like it though.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
It was very it was a very
A lot of
show.
people say Kirito is bland, but that's most main anime characters. They're like losers and whatever, but like
There's a difference between being bland.
no,
and the difference between
but he isn't bland. He is a loser, yeah, in real life, but he isn't bland. How
There are
is he
ways
bland?
to do losers without being bland. Like,
No, but he isn't bland. Everyone says he's bland, and I don't understand. Now I'm gonna
the
get a lot of
black-haired
hate.
kid.
Yeah, Kirito,
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
main character.
he seems pretty bland. Does he seem pretty bland?
But why? I need like a definitive
he
reason.
just it's because he's very very stereotypical for a main character
Yeah, it's
here. Like it's not very the concept for him isn't very interesting, nor is it original, and they didn't do it in at least in a unique way to the point where it can at least seem original. Like
Yeah.
like Like for an example, you can have unoriginal characters, but somehow make them interesting. I still don't know how Boku no Hero did it, but most of the character designs for them are pretty unoriginal, but they did them pretty well. Um,
Right. I
but
mean, yeah. I've
yeah,
actually been. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
another good example of a pretty original character was I don't know. I really like the MC for Konosuba. he was he was pretty good.
Yeah,
He
he
was
wasn't
pretty
bad. He wasn't bad
was-
either.
he was. But the thing was, is he wasn't like generic either. He was pretty. He was.
No,
He's
but he
super
was
rude all the time. He's super rude all the time, and that's
It's-
the most amusing thing about him.
Here, I'll define it how freaking what's her face Megameme would say it. She would call him a perverted neat, or no, Akko would call him that.
Yeah,
If you know what that means, neat.
I know, but one of the best things about his character though is not just that, but it's like how rude and brutally honest he is all the time.
That's so true. And then
Are you guys still talking about SAO?
no, we're talking about
No.
Konosuba. If you've ever watched
What
it,
is that?
it's RPG anime.
Just watch it; it's great.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, I see.
Great.
But yeah, I guess that's another reason why, some things are wrong with anime. Because, like, when there's a lot of it. Because, like, alright, remember when I said, like, out here in the West, there's not a lot of, there's not a huge culture surrounding animation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The problem with having a big culture like Asia is that it gets oversaturated. Now, I mean, I don't think it's oversaturated that there's like nothing good per se, but
I understand what
there
you're
are
saying.
Yeah, I mean, there are just some shows that are just absolute, just boring. You know what I mean?
Examples.
Slice of life.
Not all slice of lives are bad.
Most slice of life
Fight,
are
fight, 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 fight.
God
It
damn
has. What'd you say?
Fight. That's what he said.
What? No, we're just having a discussion. This
Yeah.
is what people. This is what podcasts are about. You disagree.
Discussion, exactly. We
Yeah.
can't all agree because then it'd end very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with slice of life is, I mean, most of them just don't put an original spin on it.
Hmm.
I mean,
No, a lot of them do. Or some classic slice of lives. I forgot the name of one. Fuck.
Well, you want to know why they're classic? Because probably they're the only ones that put a spin on it, and that's how people remember them.
I don't know if Spice and Wolf classifies as a slice of life. It might.
Is
Yeah.
that the... No, fuck. I don't remember what it's called.
Let's move on. I'm kind of sick of talking about slice of life.
Oh, okay, fine. There's just this one... I don't remember. Whatever, it's fine. Whatchamacallit? One last thing about slice of life. I know you're sick of it. But before you said the slice of life genre has romance in it, I think you're right because I looked at, Blend S?
Oh, isn't that what the meme?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So it does have the slice of life genre, but has no romance in it. But the thing is, it does have romance in the show, so I think you're right about that.
I mean, because, like, most of the slices of life, now, I don't know about most, but, I mean, like,
Has a little
you-
romance, at least.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like, I think they're kind of like romantic comedies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah, but some of them are good and some of them are bad. And some
Yeah.
of them are just okay. Like, Blend S is just okay.
Yeah, but it made a good meme, so
Yeah, for
I'd say
sure.
it's more than just
I love the
okay.
theme song, though. Like, that's the beginning of the theme song, and I love it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how amazing the concept is for Food Wars for a Shioden anime? Or is it
Oh.
Shonen?
Yeah, we talked about that, like, a little 2 days ago by ourselves. Not recording for, like, 5 minutes, and then we just ended the call.
Okay.
Well, whatever. We can talk about it again. I don't mind.
I'm not that familiar with it, but yeah, I don't care.
What, Food Wars?
Like, I'm assuming it's people cooking and, like, chops.
It's like imagine it's like an anime like, let's say, Dragon Ball, Naruto, where the main character is constantly fighting people, but instead of fighting people in the fighting people sense, they're fighting people in cooking wars.
Oh, so it's kind of like, is that the joke? All right, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we want to get off the slice of life topic, let's talk about some subgenre. It's not really a big one, but gambling, because we talked about that a long while ago. Me and Meteor Enter.
Right. I have a few things to say. Well, first of all, you know, like all those shows like Kaiji.
Yeah.
No, I
And-
know you know. I'm talking about Archan. Hello.
Hello.
I'm right here. Sorry, someone just messaged me on Discord.
Yeah. So you know, like those Kaiji or Akagi.
I'm not very familiar with Weeb. You're gonna have to give me some more details.
That's the name of the anime. How do you mean?
Oh, I don't know the name then.
Okay.
Wait, so what?
There's this
Wait, what
one.
is
There's
Weeb
this
exactly?
one that took everything by storm. Kataguri, if I'm not mistaken. If that's what it's
That one
called.
isn't. That one's kind of boring.
Kakegurui, like everyone was obsessed with that for like the season, and apparently, like I've never watched it, but a lot of people say it's good because
Did anything
if you
come
don't,
out of
if you okay, one second, if like a lot of people that don't watch gambling anime have never watched any gambling anime, they think it's good, but if everyone who's watched any other good gambling anime thought it was horrible. So I think it's gonna be horrible if I watch it. So I'm not taking my time. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Wait. So what exactly is a weeb?
I could look up the definition. I know what it is, generally, but I don't know what it is.
Just say it.
Well, weeaboo, that's the full word.
Oh, is that
It's
just
mostly
what's short for?
it's a slang term for the Western person who's obsessed with Japanese culture,
Alright.
especially anime, often regarding it superior to all
So you
other
guys are
cultures.
making fun of me. I see how it is.
No, a lot of people call me weeb, but I'm not obsessed with the Eastern culture. Well, anime.
It's particularly used as a term if the person
It's a
enjoys
slang. If you enjoy,
more than their own
it's
culture.
people who enjoy anime
those
too
companies
much.
do it.
Essentially, that's what they say. But like, just because I like anime doesn't mean I'm obsessed with Japanese culture. And they
No,
say,
when
oh,
you start- when people
Japan
start
is superior to all other cultures, which I definitely think that's wrong.
Yeah.
No offense to
America
Japan,
first.
Japan.
America first. No offense.
America. Fuck
It
yeah.
started fly.
Kaiji is just the guy's name.
Yeah, and the title of the
I
anime.
didn't know that. I just assumed that it was some random word I didn't understand the meaning of, like when people say nanny.
Well, you said Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah,
You could have said the English version.
I could have. Unfortunately, it subs.
Okay, well now I'm gonna give you some payback. You're a weeb. Ha.
Wow.
Alright.
I thought you were gonna
Okay.
slap him, but you can't because you usually do that in real life.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point. He does slap people, so if you ever meet him, he'll slap you. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll look like the my icon. Alright. Anyway, why don't we talk about some other topic that I think that would be really interesting.
Which is
Battle Royale.
that is okay.
But
First off, I never took too much interest in it because I found it bland after play. Like you play for like 10 minutes and then it's fun, but and then after playing a couple rounds, it gets repetitive for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So, like that's also like with that. I mean, to me, like Battle Royale. Honestly, this entire craze I think just started from out of coincidence because like PUBG, right? Like PUBG was released, right?
Yeah.
But then like Fortnite, I wouldn't say they ripped them off, but let's just all be honest here. They kind of got it from PUBG, all right?
They sucked off
You
their
know, like-
fortune.
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
No, because
I
PUBG
mean, the
was
thing
doing
is-
great. It wasn't doing as good as Fortnite did, but it was doing great. So Fortnite was like, you know what? Let's throw in a battle royale because Fortnite was originally made for zombie mode back in 2014, and they're continuing to develop it until this day. And then they brought in battle royale, which took everyone by storm.
Okay, but like the thing is,
Ha, by
I mean,
storm.
I don't-
No pun intended.
I don't. Oh yeah.
I'm
But
sorry.
the thing is, I don't think that PUBG would have been would have stuck around as long at all, because I mean the game itself wasn't that polished, you know. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, people say Fortnite is a trend. Well, then I just say, well, PUBG kind of is a trend also, if you think about it. Fortnite just got a little luckier.
The main issue with PUBG is that Fortnite came out right after it, and Fortnite was free.
Of course.
That has a huge factor when you have a game that you're making people pay for, and then someone releases a very similar game, and it's free.
Of course. Yeah, aren't they like suing them now?
Yeah, I heard they're suing them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But I don't know for what exactly.
They can't though, because it's not like they did the genre that we.
No, they're not suing them for the they're not suing them for taking the battle royale. They're suing them for something else, but I'm not sure what. I can look it up right now.
Yeah, just look up the charges, or like, if it's civil case, is it charges? Yeah, American law. Get out of here. Is it like the same for American law and Canadian law?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Wait, so repeat what you said?
Country.
Repeat what you said?
So I just wonder, like, how does the law system work in Canada?
Regarding what?
I don't know, like, if someone wanted to sue one game company and wanted to sue another game company. Well, what are you like trying to be? Are you want to be a lawyer or something?
No, I'm not going into law.
What are you going into?
I was getting into teaching.
Ah, I see. Like English, history?
History.
Nice.
Apparently, over concerns that infringement on PUBG's intellectual property.
Oh, so it's like Facebook. I see.
Whatever.
So they are suing them because their game is vaguely similar to theirs. They can't do that because PUBG is vaguely similar to a mod.
No, but it closed. It's over. It's over though. They didn't sue them. It's over though.
Okay.
Oh,
the case is closed already. They haven't done anything. Nothing happened. They
Did they sell it out?
They tried to make a lawsuit and then it failed. What?
Wait. So, did they just sell a quarter?
Jeez, you cut off what?
Did they make the suit or did they settle out of court?
I think it was suit.
So they made this. Wait, so they sued? All right, whatever. But anyway, I mean, I don't think PUBG would have sticking around anyway, because like it's just not as polished as Fortnite is.
Yeah, because it was like early stage in development when Fortnite was made.
No, but even now, I mean, just go play the game.
Even now, it's still early in development. It's not.
It practically is, but then they just released it. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, Fortnite is a better game. I don't really like either of them, but if I had to choose, I'd probably play Fortnite. And not just because it's free, because I think it's just legitimately better.
If I both had them for free, I'd take PUBG. That's what I'm just saying. But I wouldn't pay for PUBG.
Yeah.
And I never did.
Isn't PUBG on the phone now?
Yeah, for free. I do play it. I used to play it. I deleted all my Battle Royale games.
I see. So, like, because I feel like they just did it on the phone because, like, Fortnite was also on the phone,
No, but they didn't fully release it, but PUBG did before Fortnite, and then everyone's like, oh, PUBG beat you to it.
But,
really? They did?
Yeah, PUBG beat them for the full release on mobile version. And also, PUBG gave it away for free on the mobile, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do it for like cheap, but
Fortnite and PUBG had a huge following on Twitch as well, and they still kind of do.
Yeah, obviously.
And one of the reasons for that I heard was actually pretty interesting. So, you know what smurfing is, right? In games.
What the fuck is smurfing?
Smurfing is I guess you've never played competitively, so you wouldn't know. Smurfing is when you purposely make like another account in a game to play at lower matchmaking levels.
Oh, I never knew it was called smurfing.
So you just thrash people. And since in battle royale games is like one person smurfing like 100 people at the same time if they're really good, because there isn't really a matchmaking system for them.
And that's how they get popular on Twitch.
Yeah, and that's how they get popular on Twitch, because people find that amusing, find that interesting to watch or funny to watch.
Man, people are jerks. I mean, like, okay, no, I'm not saying like you're an evil person if you watch that kind of thing, but you know, like when you watch that kind of stuff, you're supporting him doing that, right?
Essentially.
But then it just but then it just like ruins the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Games designed around it, specifically that.
to Smurf.
What?
Wait, the game's designed to be smurfed.
Like battle royale games are designed for literally one. There being huge skill discrepancies, and the better you do, the like okay. So because of how the game's designed, the better you do, the better you're going to do. It starts because you get more stuff for every person you kill, and you get better equipment, and you start going above
But there's
other people when it comes to equipment quality.
There's no equipment in battle royale games. There's like you drop and you get random stuff and hopefully you get lucky. There's no.
You mean cosmetics, right?
I mean like the weapons. So, like in battle royale games, the weapon you have is very important, and if you get the best weapons, you'll do better than someone who doesn't have as good as a weapon.
Well,
and
obviously, but that's all luck. You're not gonna land.
It's not just it's. You can move statistics in your favor though.
Really?
By like. Well, first of all, a lot of them have specific spawns for specific areas, and things are more likely to spawn in certain areas.
No, that's for sure. Like Tomato Town has
so,
shitty.
like, you can memorize kind of where it is.
And on the note of what I was saying, when you start killing people, you start getting their things, which means you also, statistically, you get what they spawn there, and their
because you're
chances of getting good equipment.
So you deserve the weapon.
Please,
essentially.
let me finish. So, what happens is a snowball effect. Because you're doing good, you're gonna keep doing better because you keep getting better things. That's what happens. That's what a snowball effect.
You're not wrong, but they deserve the weapon if they are.
Like not
killed.
every game works like that. Not every game works where it becomes easier to win the better you start doing.
I mean,
like let's say you're playing something like Rocket League, okay?
right?
If you're playing Rocket League, and sure you like scoring points is the way to win, but just because you scored 2 points doesn't make that third goal easier.
Yeah.
It's not easier by technicality. You're just closer to winning. What happens in battle royale games is because you killed 60 people, or let's say you killed 20% of the people there, it is that much easier to kill the rest of them.
So like, the hard part is like at the beginning.
Yeah, and then it starts a snowball. Yeah.
Right. That's interesting, huh?
Never really thought of it that way, but you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why, you know, also you
Well,
can't
if you
really
get past
play
the
that
tough part, you're good. That's it. Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily. You can still lose, but it's harder to lose.
Yes, it
But
becomes
that's
harder
not
to lose
But
the more
still,
you win.
the people also who get kills, they also snowball as well. So you're versing other snowballs essentially, unless someone hides in a corner the whole fucking round.
Yeah, that is true. It becomes a battle of snowballs. Who has the bigger snowball?
Exactly.
That can happen in like 4X
No, but you
games
could
as
kill
well,
a bunch of
like
people and
Civ.
still have shit weapons because they could have shit weapons as well.
That the statistical odds of that though
Are very low. Yeah.
are pretty low, because that would mean that all the places they checked also had shit spawns and you had a shit spawn, which means that you just have a freak of nature for probability.
Mm-hmm.
so I think what you're trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong, is like because the game is so statistics based, it just ruins it, right?
No, I was explaining why the game's so popular on Twitch,
Oh,
or popular to watch.
because
And I was explaining why it was designed, with kind of the idea of almost smurfing in mind. Because if you do well, you just start doing all that much better.
Okay, but like, how is that? And that like appeals to people? Cause like, all right, I'm not used to
Okay,
these like.
I'll I'll explain kind of how streaming works. Because there's three things. There's three things you kind of need to be a streamer. The first one, and this is probably the most important one, is you need to be good at what you play.
Sure.
If you're not good at it, and you lose a lot, people don't like seeing people lose.
That's why
Right.
Markiplier is so popular in FNAF, because he's really good at it. I'm just doing that because I recently watched one of his streams.
Oh God.
But yeah, so obviously, people enjoy watching people win.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and since I suck at most games, I just play a game that doesn't require winning. Visual novels.
So on that note, people also like seeing people win by a very large margin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it especially if they do it in a funny manner.
Yeah.
Like when you're really good, you can take liberties with how you play,
Right.
and you can like
It's
quote
called-
unquote go off meta.
It's called meme strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I watch a lot of kind of Smash Bros competitions, you know. I kind of like see that a lot where, you know, in some compilations you'll see a guy trying to be so try hard, and then the guy just casually, you know, kills him, and then like the try hard player just gives up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always hilarious. It's like that kind of a deal, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Archan.
God damn it, he went off again. I don't know. Whatever. So that topic.
I'm here. I have I'm on push to talk, so you don't hear background noise.
Oh,
But,
okay.
So, but yeah, the first one is you have to be good. The second one is you have to have a mic, and the third one is you have to be interactive with the chat. Those are the three important things.
Okay. Those last two, those are kind of obvious though.
Yeah, they're pretty obvious. If you want to do less obvious ones,
Yeah, tell
is-
me the less obvious ones.
like you have to do interesting things. You have to do something different. You have to
Interesting.
do something that
Lots of subs.
other people can't just go to another person to see.
Doing
Which
squats
is-
for subs.
I've seen push-ups for subs, but that's
That's retarded. It reminds me of that one scene of the manga where the guy has to do 3 push-ups. Remember?
Oh,
Medium
no one
razor?
knows what you're talking about.
I know. We're not. I'm just saying.
Anyway, but yeah, those streamers really are kind of ruining the site. You know, like with those girl streamers that like, you know.
Don't you mean
basically-
Twitch thoughts?
Yeah. Twitch thoughts. Is that what they call them now?
Yeah, well, because of PewDiePie, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Well-
good embraced meme. Copy strike, guys.
Yeah, gonna get copy striked. I mean, the thing about these Twitch thoughts are, alright, like people are coming to the site to see them, right?
Mhm.
And like that kind of changes the culture of the site. Like the culture of the site is supposed to be gaming, right?
Yeah.
But when these people come for the like gaming IRL, when these people come to see these like kind of streamers that are basically like softcore porn,
Come.
it basically just kind of says the culture. It makes the site become softcore porn site, you know?
Hmm.
You guys are talking about titty streamers now.
Yes, it's Twitch thoughts.
Yeah, but it's a big issue.
It
like,
is.
honestly.
PewDiePie kind of addressed it.
Yeah.
It is. I just don't go to the IRL section of Twitch. I just avoid it.
The thing is, I have a Twitch, but I don't use it at all.
Yeah. Honestly, the only reason I'd really watch IRL is if it's like a guy going to Comic-Con
The,
or something,
the only IRL
or
I've
is making
watched,
an idiot out of himself, and it's funny, you know?
the only IRL I've watched is because someone told me about him and he's good. Is Ice Poseidon. He has a lot of controversy though, so
Yeah.
I watched
I've heard
him
that
once.
What does he do?
He
Like, what did he do?
he just walks around in real life and whatever. But,
No, I mean like.
oh,
the
controversy wise, oh, that's a whole fucking story. I don't want to get into it. Thank you very
I'll
much.
get into it. Why not?
Oh my god, this was like
Months ago though. Okay, whatever. So basically, like stuff on the street. He got in beef with fuck. I think it was Vitali, or if I'm not mistaken, or FuziTube. I'm not sure. One of those irrelevant YouTubers. Ha!
That's just
Roasted.
YouTube drama.
Yeah, it's just YouTube drama, but it's controversy.
Alright, never mind. I got the full
Yeah.
story. All nonsense. Yeah. But I honestly, yeah, I kind of find with Twitch though, I don't watch it that often because it's like, those things go on for too long. To be honest, because like on YouTube, I always just like watching a video, start pausing, go piss, or do homework or something, then coming back, right?
I hate
Yeah.
not finishing
That- the
videos
main-
and
the
coming
main
back to it
thing
later.
Of watching Twitch over YouTube is interaction.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess, but like I'm not really into that. Now I'm sure
Yeah,
people
that's
love that, right?
Yeah, it's if you're not if you're not, that's not your thing. That's not your thing.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm not saying to stop doing that, but that's just not me.
Like,
you know?
imagine if we were streaming this, it'd be completely different.
Yeah. Like yeah.
The only reason we're not is because I forgot how to, Deb.
Eh.
You know,
I'll probably figure it out if I really want to, but to be honest, I don't want
Yeah,
to
we'll
stream
go
this.
over it
you
next
need to
time.
get your stream key for YouTube.
I know, I do have it. I have it connected and everything, just, I don't... They changed the how it works, so I have to figure it out again. Because I used to
Yeah.
be really good at it. I used to stream a lot, but that happens. Whatever.
Alright. How long has it been for now?
It's been a nice 40 minutes.
I think it might be a good time
To end it.
say goodbye.
I was
Why
about
don't we
to
discuss
say-
one more thing first?
What? Yeah.
That's pretty
Which is?
important. Why don't we discuss newer games starting to add battle royale game modes into
Oh,
their games?
Cough
We
Cough
forgot
Battlefield
that's
5.
Yeah. And why don't we discuss possible implications of that?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Alright. Well, first of all, like, Battle Royale is, it's becoming a trend, right? And, you could see it with all these other things. The Battlefield 5. I mean,
Mhm.
looking
Other
at...
other genres are trying to like milk some player base from the battle royale genre over to their games.
Right.
They increase their popularity, so
Mm.
Battlefield 5 is doing that by adding a game mode that's like it.
Right.
And they have their own unique theme to work on as well, and it's World War II, as opposed to like Fortnite and PUBG.
World War II. World War
Well,
II Battle Royale. But people weren't really doing Battle Royale in World War II, were they?
No,
Maybe
but
they
it's
were,
just
you never know.
it's just the environment
Yeah, I know.
that people enjoy.
I guess that is kind of
The
cool.
aesthetic.
Playing Battle Royale in Normandy, Dunkirk.
Fighting each other to get on the boats.
Yeah,
That's retarded.
that is okay. That needs to be. I'm gonna email Active. That needs to be in the game.
Email them. They're not going to listen. You're not relevant
Oh.
enough. None of us are, but still.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't listen to a relevant person anyway, quote unquote.
That's great.
It's Activision. Like they don't care. But yeah, I was looking at these other games. You guys know Dying Light, right? They're making
Yeah.
a second one.
Yeah. I heard
think-
it's...
In the new game, they're gonna have a zombie. Well, no, not zombie. What's it called? Kind of like a PvP battle royale, kind of.
That's gay. They're ruining their game. Dying Light is
No, but
good.
It's actually. It's not with it's kind of weird. It's kind of like half battle royale and half zombie survival.
So
like-
you're saying it's Battle
well-
Royale with zombie implicated.
Okay, well, first of all, it's not 100 people. It's only 6, right?
Oh. Okay.
So basically, it's gonna be kind of like a zombie survival. Like, oh, do I work together so we'll all live, or do I kill other people so I can get it for myself? Kind of.
Equipment is pretty important in shooters.
I mean, it's kind of vague. It's kind of a vague thing. I don't think it's gonna be like that big of a mode, but it's just gonna be like a little thing. But I'm not sure. That's just my guess.
Mhm.
What do you think?
reasonable.
I've when I was I don't know when I was in middle school, I enjoyed zombie modes for Call of Duty. Not really my thing anymore. I don't.
You
They're
say zombies
okay, I
in Call of
guess.
Duty?
Yeah, zombie survival modes. Just in general, they were more interesting back then. I I don't. I guess I don't appreciate shooters the same way I used to back then. I can still play them occasionally, but it's just. Hmm.
After a while, it gets old.
I guess
Yeah.
it's just learning maps. That's mostly what it is. It's learning maps and learning when people will be where, so you can predict what where they'll be at the start of the match, and you can get that early lead, get the good positions, and things like that.
Yeah. So that's why TF2 is great.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
for
know.
sure.
It's a lot more than shooting. You know, there's more of a community to it. But we don't need to get into that right now.
Wait, one more question.
You know TF2, right?
Yeah.
Arc.
In the arc, yeah. God damn
But
it.
what's the question?
You
know
know what TF2
TF2
is?
Yeah, I know what TF2 is.
Do you have it?
Yes, but I don't play it.
How much hours?
I think there is 4.
Okay, how about you, Meteor Enter?
You'd ha-
Oh god, I think I might have like
Check right now.
600.
Oh, you went 600? Nice.
you might have more luck getting me to play Planet
I'm
Side
at
too.
I'm at 552.
Yeah.
I'm at 552.
Okay. Wait, 635. All right.
Oh.
But that's over like 4 years.
Whoa, game hasn't been out that long. Jeez,
TF2? What are you talking
it
about?
hasn't been out for 40 years.
It's been out for like more than 10 years now. I think it
You
just
said
hits
40
11.
years.
I said 4.
I heard 40.
Well, that's not my problem.
Okay, I've had the game for like. Well, I used to have the game years ago, but whatever.
All right, I think we really have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, whatever. Let me just say one more thing. I had TF2 like 4 years ago. Had it for like a month. Had a couple hours on it, and then deleted it. Then got it back like a little over a year ago, and now I have 500 and something hours on it. So yeah.
In 1 year?
Yep.
Jesus.
I was obsessed with it for like a month. Remember that
see.
phase?
Right, I remember.
Yeah. And then it became DDLC, and then, so on and so forth.
I guess. All right.
And now it's anime. Okay, if you if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you, want to see whoever they are, links in the description.
In questions.
What?
Questions for next week.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Leave leave questions if you have any in the comments. And yeah, have a good day, Big Gay. Oh fuck, I ended it. Fuck.